Admiral Crack slammed his fist onto the holographic display, causing the image of Earth to flicker momentarily. The 6 other members of the Galactic Council flinched at the outburst, their scaled appendages twitching nervously. 3 battle fleets. 3. And these humans have destroyed them all. Crax's voice echoed through the chamber. Ambassador Lori folded her delicate hands and cleared her throat. Perhaps, Admiral, if you had heeded my warnings about engaging with humanity directly. Crax shot her a venomous glare. Your species has been coddling these primates for decades. Look where that's gotten us. General Thorne, a veteran of countless interstellar conflicts, leaned forward, his mechanical eye weird as it focused. I've studied their tactics. They don't fight like any species we've encountered. They adapt. Constantly. It's worse than that, added Science Director Plex, her tentacles nervously coiling around her data tablet. They've reverse-engineered our shield technology. Reports from the Battle of Proxima Centauri indicate they've improved it by 43%. The room fell silent. Improving alien technology wasn't unheard of, but at such a rate, impossible. What about the blockade? Asked Counselor Vex. Admiral Crax coughed. They'd broke it in 6 hours. 6. They used their mining vessels as kamikaze drones. Who does that? Who sacrifices industrial equipment as weapons? Humans do, muttered Lori. I'd warned you all. They come from a death world. Their entire evolutionary history is one long struggle for survival. They've been fighting each other for millennia. But they were pre-FTL when we discovered them, protested Counselor Vex. Barely 100 years into their space age. Director Plex's skin shifted to a pale blue. That's what makes them so dangerous. Their technological advancement curve is nearly vertical. They've accomplished in decades what took most species centuries. The hologram shifted to display footage from the latest battle. Human ships, crewed by galactic standards, but bristling with weaponry, swarmed around the much larger council vessels. Their tactics seemed chaotic, unpredictable, but somehow coordinated. Look at this, General Thorne pointed. Their communications should have been jammed by our systems, but somehow they're coordinating perfectly. It's as if they anticipated being jammed, finished Lori. Humans always prepare for the worst-case scenario. It's in their nature. Admiral Crax collapsed into his chair. We've lost another mining colony. The humans call it Mars. They're terraforming it already. Director Plex activated a new hologram showing intercepted human broadcasts. They're celebrating, calling it a miracle of engineering. They're transforming a barren world into a habitable one in a single generation. Can we negotiate? Asked Counselor Vex, looking desperately at Ambassador Lori. Lori sighed deeply. We can. In fact, that's what they've been asking for since the beginning, before the first shot was fired. But they'll want concessions now. Concessions? Crack spat. After they destroyed 3 battle fleets? Yes, Lori said firmly. Because despite their military victories, they still want peace. That's perhaps the most terrifying thing about humans. They don't want to fight, but they're exceptionally good at it when forced. The room fell silent again as the council members contemplated this paradox. The intelligence reports indicate something else concerning, added General Thorne. They're united now. Before our intervention, they were divided into nation-states, often in conflict. Our aggression has given them a common enemy. A species that advances fastest during conflict, now engaged in a war against an external threat, mused Director Plex. The acceleration of their innovation will be exponential. What do they want? Asked Counselor Vex weakly. Lori tapped her communication device, and a simple list appeared in the hologram. 1. Recognition of all human-settled worlds as sovereign territory. 2. Access to galactic trade routes. 3. Exchange of scientific knowledge. 4. A formal apology. That's surprisingly reasonable, admitted Counselor Vex. They're practical, replied Lori. They don't want to rule the galaxy. They just want their place in it. They're willing to fight to get it. But what if they change their minds later? Demanded Crax. Once they have access to more advanced technologies, what's to stop them from expanding further? Nothing, admitted General Thorne. except their own moral code, which, I must point out, they've adhered to despite our aggression. They've targeted military assets only, no civilian casualties. Director Plex's skin shifted to a thoughtful purple. Perhaps that's our safeguard. Their capacity for violence is matched only by their restraint in using it. Ambassador Lori stood up. I recommend immediate acceptance of their terms and initiation of peace talks. Every day we delay costs us ships, resources, and lives. Their alternative? Asked Krax bitterly. Lori's expression was grave. They have a saying on Earth. Necessity is the mother of invention. We've made ourselves a necessity to overcome. I don't think any of us wants to see what they'll invent next. The council chamber fell silent once more as the hologram shifted again, showing the Earth, a small blue world orbiting an unremarkable star. But now, everyone in the room looked at it differently. Not as a prize to be claimed, but as the home of the species that had accomplished the impossible, making the mighty Galactic Council consider the unthinkable, surrender. Very well, Admiral Krax said, his voice hollow with defeat. Prepare the peace delegation, and may the cosmos help us all if we ever have to fight them again.